Even with no college education or background in trading, you can easily outperform someone who's spent years studying finance. The book begins by telling the story of a janitor who had $8 million in wealth at his death, despite living most of his life in a $12,000 home. He simply did the little things well. To save, invest, and achieve financial freedom, there are just a few simple steps you need to take. Despite this, human nature and our thoughts about money stop us from doing these steps properly. This video will highlight 5 key ideas from the book and give you actionable takeaways to ensure your financial success. The power of compounding. The secret to Warren Buffett's success is time. He started investing at the age of 10, and by the time he was 30, he had already accumulated $1 million. Even then, $81.5 billion of his $84.5 billion net worth came after his 65th birthday. This shows the immense power of compounding and time. For some people, money success happens quickly then fades out. Others are like oak trees that take years to grow into adulthood, and only get better with time. You don't need quick, sky-high returns. Just investments that produce reasonable results over time. Make your money last. Start investing as early as possible, and wait for it to grow. People have different views about money. We all know that life is full of events and experiences. For each one of us, these can be very different. And with our own experiences, we form different options about money. For example, people who grew up in poverty would generally see money risk and reward differently from those with a background of wealth. So, it's important to keep in mind that certain financial decisions may seem crazy to you, but make perfect sense to someone else. People believe wealth will make them popular. In this section of the book, Housel explains why wealth isn't the answer to becoming popular. One way he shows this is with the man in the car paradox. For example, take John. This is John. He just bought this brand new, expensive car and can't wait for people to start noticing him. Every time he takes his car for a spin, he thinks to himself, people must be thinking how cool I am. So, every day, John imagines all the nice things people are saying about him. However, in reality, people rarely acknowledge John himself. Instead, people imagine how cool it would be if they were driving the car themselves, and how people would think they were cool. The paradox here is, people tend to want wealth to indicate to others that they should be noticed or admired. But, wealth just makes others see you as a goal for their desire to be popular and admired. The power of saving. Building wealth is 80% about the amount of money you save and 20% about your investment returns. Your wealth is relative to what you need it for, so if you can live frugally, you'll be able to build up much more wealth. Building a consistent saving habit doesn't just help you buy the more expensive things, it can also provide you with a greater sense of financial freedom. Final takeaways. I'm now going to share Housel's top financial beliefs and behaviors. Aim to live below your means. Gain pleasure from free or low-cost activities like exercise, reading, podcasts, or learning. Aim to own a house without a mortgage. Despite it being a terrible financial decision, it's a great money decision as it gives you peace of mind. The first rule of compounding is never interrupted unnecessarily. Every investor should pick a strategy that has the highest odds of successfully meeting their goals. Most investors, dollar cost averaging into a low-cost index fund will provide the highest odds of long-term success. In short, the 3 key elements of Housel's approach to being successful with money is having a high savings rate, patience, and long-term optimism. Thanks for watching. And if you found anything in this video interesting or insightful, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing.